Brooklyn Independent Television.
Name is Dima, last name Hohlovs. I'm photographer / artist. I came from Latvia, which is like Baltic states. I came to the States in 2001 as a student to Ocean City, Maryland. It was my first destination. I came with a bachelor degree in psychology, and my main goal was to get master's here in the States. I started thinking if I really want to do that, if I want to do psychology for the rest of my life. So I kind of started traveling in the States, and 2 years later I moved to New York City and I started taking photography classes. And I loved it, and I really felt that that's the field that I want to be in. And after that I found a job in a photo studio at Drive-In Studios in New York City. Great people. I learned everything there basically. Start assisting to photographers. Like right now I'm this transition to become like full-time commercial photographer. And on the side I do these small projects of mine for my book or for some publications. Photography for me is storytelling. I like to tell a story by photographs. And at the beginning I was thinking to go into portraiture photography. I did this project of mine. I started doing it last summer. The project is about Ocean City, Maryland. It's the first town where I came, and I have a lot of friends there. And all of them, they came, this 5, 6, 7 years ago, and they came as a bright, young students looking for new opportunities in the United States. Very exciting, and I think they become too comfortable. It's very kind of dark, melancholic project, just because life is the same way. It's very melancholic for them. Many of them suffering from depression, but at the same time there's another generation, people having kids in Ocean City, so they kind of just settle there. And I start meeting editors from magazine editors, and I figure out that basically what they're looking for, they don't want to be like very creative. They just want you to capture the subject, the object that you're photographing, And also for me, the big turn down for me was editing. Like you have this really nice body of work and you have to edit to one picture, That was heartbreaking for me. That's when I started looking into fashion photography, because in fashion photography you can really tell the story. It's not one image, it's 8 or 12 pages, and you can tell the story, or you can show this progression, and you can be really creative with the lighting or with the direction. It's more about you. It's collaboration of all people who work with you, but it's you direct everything, So you can really express yourself better than in a portraiture. I got this idea: what if we have these beautiful young girls, who's one of them 15, 16, so young beauty. And we show how easy you can transform this beauty in something unpretty, just simply placing, stockings or stockings over the head, so you kind of deforming the face. And then I start talking to my team and say, okay, so what if after that we create something, we spend our time and our imagination, we're creating this amazing makeup, hair, we put on nice clothes. And then we're destroying everything as well with the same stocking. It's such an easy gesture. You're just putting something over, and the person is the same. She's still beautiful, but from outside you just see this, distortion, this transformation. It took time for me to learn everything, and become better and more confident and find your vision, which is it's really hard to find, because you have so many influences by people from the people who you're working with, or by looking into magazines, or your favorite photographers. Inspiration can be anything. I think one of my favorite stories was Joker story, and it was inspired by Heath Ledger character. We did the story when we show transition from Jack Nicholson Joker to more kind of screw-up Heath Ledger Joker. I think beauty is it's a combination of many factors. Beautiful for me, it's someone who interested, like I want to know about this person more. I don't like just pretty photograph, like she's so pretty, light's so pretty, everyone's so pretty. Again, for me it has to be some mystery in the photograph. You want to know more, you want to see next frame. So you want to learn about this person, or trying to understand what photographer trying to show you in this photograph. 20 years later, I'd love to be one of the established photographers. And so people follow you, like what you do, and want to see more. That's okay?
Brooklyn Independent Television on the BCAT TV network.